Okay, so now I have my money maker with my string and my nail and my board. You don't need this board. I like to use the board because it makes sense to me. Get up here real close, son, so that you can see. Okay, with the carnations, you're gonna go from under and through. Why? Because it doesn't have like a center, like a plumeria or like an orchid. And then you're gonna string it down. With the double, I like sometimes either I do it all white or all red, but I like colorful things. So we're gonna stick it from the bottom, get it right in there, and we're gonna go through. Now, come on this side of me, son. Now this, put it here, bring it to the board, bring it to the board, bring it to the board. Okay, and then when we go in, we're gonna push these into each other. We're gonna do our best to hide the green. Young, don't get too close. We're gonna do our best and make sure you get my hands, okay? Because look, I'm making the lei, but you're not filming the lei. So make sure you kind of smash these down into each other. That's what makes it a double carnation. And what we're making is a double carnation. The single carnation I sell for 40, 35. The double, I always sell it for about between 50 and 60. Mostly always 65. The single carnation would look like this. The double carnation looks like that, where you're not gonna see the green. The green is gonna be literally tucked into each other and pushed down as best as possible. Okay? We don't want to see the green stems of the leaves. That's what makes it a double. If it's showing a little bit, it's not the end of the world, but we want the thickness of, and some of these are still kind of closed. You can push them open as you sew them. You don't want to rip. Are you paying attention? Mm-hmm. Come closer. You don't want to rip this green part of the bud, or it's gonna spread out the whole flower. So you want to keep it together, keep it tight, and do it right. Okay. Again, you need the lei needle. It's a thinner, longer needle. Gives you can't be moving the camera all around, son. And then as you do it, you're gonna tuck them into each other and make it. Oh, see, I just split that, but it's okay. I'm just gonna keep it tight. And that, at the end, I'll show you here in a minute when I'm done. Here's the finished product of the yellow and red one that we started. Young, come hold this camera for me, please. And then here's a white one that I have ordered for tomorrow as well. So I'm gonna just show you quickly how to tie it together. Young, hold this right here. So hold it right like that, okay? We're gonna get these two, and this is about, to my hands, son. Son, to my hands. This is about 41, 42 leis, or flowers rather. It's almost exactly 2 bunches. It does, are you holding still? Mm-hmm. It does, here, get it there. So you see, I tied it about 3 or 4 times. Now I can't cram these down into each other because this is the end. So I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. So you can see the length. It's a good length, it's nice and full, it's bright colors. Same thing with the white. I'm gonna unhook it off of my money maker. So, and then I'm gonna tie the knot. And I've already kind of scrunched them all down together to make them as tight as possible. That way we're not having too much green. So now there's the string, and then you can see where the string is. I leave the string as a marker. And I'll tie the bow right here on this green part so that it's less visible. And then those two are right like that. And then they're gonna go into our long boxes. Now I've measured a length, not really measured it, but it's about like a little bit longer than, it's like from my neck to my arm, this ribbon. I'm gonna trim it, come in closer, and I'm gonna trim it at an angle, and then I'm gonna I'm gonna turn it to the shiny side up, and then I'm gonna start to loop it back and forth. You getting this, son? Yeah. So just go back and forth, about 3 to 4 times. And I always use the leftover pieces of my string, but I'm going to cut a little V just to give it a little edge of where it's going to go in. I have some extra string, so I'm going to use that. Are you getting this, son? Yeah. And then you're going to wrap it through your V, okay? So that's how it's going to look. When you pinch it like this, you can imagine how, when you buy those bows that are already made, this is how you make your own. with the ribbon that I showed you at Syndicate, and then you're gonna tie. You're gonna tie a knot. I like to tie it tight. The ribbon is a satin. It's not a satin. It's called a floral ribbon. But it's a little bit hard. So when you tie it in a knot, it springs back. It's not the soft, fabricy, shiny ribbon. It's that that's that harder floral kind of funeral ribbon. And then you're gonna take them one by one, and you're just gonna do the splits. Do the splits, until you have this little flower of a ribbon that's like this. You can pinch it up and you can look and see how nice it looks. Then you're gonna go where you tied your lei together, where there's that whole green stem, and you're gonna tie it. Get in here close, son. You're gonna tie your ribbon right onto the green, right onto the fat part of the green. You can tie it into the middle or onto the green. I like to tie it onto the green. That way it stays kind of centered and it really covers up that green. You got this, son? See it? And then you're going to tie it again. And you're going to tie it again. I don't like to cut the strings off just in case something weird happens and you need the strings to